Second of two games here tonight at the Convocation Center at California University of Pennsylvania is the Cal U Vulcans tonight hosting the University of Pitt-Johnstown Mountain Cats. I'm Trevor Gattelis. Alongside me, the quarterback, Noah Mitchell, my color commentator for today. Noah, we got a good matchup on our hands tonight.
Yeah, it should be a really good game, and we got a really competitive University of Pitt-Johnstown team coming in here to play Cal U, coming off of a double overtime win out at Millersville before Christmas. It should be a really, really exciting one in store here tonight.
Yeah, and both teams have a lot of star power on both sides of the ball. Of course, Brent Pegram, a big star for Cal U, putting up the points no matter where he is on the court. You know, they're looking for a big win here to start out 2020.
Yeah, absolutely, and also getting a lot of offensive help from Tim Smith Jr. last time they played out, coming in with 41 minutes, scoring 19 points and 9 rebounds, both of those being career highs, hitting some clutch threes in the last final minutes of the game in regulation.
And they're getting ready to start the game here as both teams making their way to the respective benches to get this game up and going. Also, the last meeting, the Vulcans were swept in the season series over the Mountain Cats, despite Pegram and Collins both averaging 15 points a game.
Yeah, last season, I mean, we all know the troubles that the Vulcans faced last year with having a limited bench. I mean, just the way that they were able to go out and compete every game, it felt like that they weren't really out or giving up on any game that they were in last season.
Indeed they weren't, and they're looking to continue that and go even better than they did last season right here this time as they start off their first of two matchups versus the Mountain Cats, this time at home.
Yeah, I mean, the big player you got to look out for on the Pitt-Johnstown team is John Paul Kromka. I mean, kid last year that won PSAC West Defensive Player of the Year and Freshman of the Year, someone that is tearing it up right now, averaging 17 points a game.
Getting ready to get this one started here right before tip-off. And we announcing your starters here as well. We're starting off, of course, our visiting Pitt-Johnstown Mountain Cats. Of course, Fred Mulba, one of your starters tonight for Pitt-Johnstown. Caden Landis also making his way onto the court. Drew Magestro, your third of the night for Pitt-Johnstown. A 6'3" senior, number 23, Josh Wise stepping in as another guard for Pitt-Johnstown. And John Paul Kromka, as you mentioned, Noah, stepping in there as your fifth and final starter for the Mountain Cats.
Yeah, I mean, these Mountain Cats are looking very, very dangerous on the side. I mean, bring a lot of size in with Kromka standing at 6'7" and Landis standing at 6'7".
And they come into this game at 10-2, so they're looking good on the season so far. The Cal U Vulcan starters, we have those announced for you as they make their way onto the court. Jermaine Hall in as a starter tonight for Cal U. We got Zion Collins starting tonight as well. Followed, of course, with Brent Pegram will make a start tonight for the Vulcans as well. And down at your 4 and 5 spot, you have Luke House bringing it in for the Vulcans and Philip Alexander to round it out at your 5th. So good matchups on both sides of the ball here. Pretty evenly matched on your players, both teams.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at both teams as well, if you go down and look at this, this roster sheet, only 2 seniors for this UPJ basketball team and only 1 for Cal U. So a lot of youth on the court here today.
It's also a lot you can build on there because with that youth, you know the guys are coming back. You know what you can work on. They can carry into next season
Absolutely.
as well. So they got a lot more wiggle room with what they can do.
Absolutely.
Both teams ready to go here as they get ready at center court for the tip-off. Looks to be Jermaine Hall will take the tip against Kromka. And we are just about ready here to get underway with game 2 of the night following a women's Cal U basketball win. And here we go. Luke House will take it off the tip, and this one is underway. Brent Pegram up top, working around to the right, kicks it back up to the top of the key and around now to Luke House. Out to Alexander and back to Pegram. Off defender's hand and out of bounds. Cal U retain possession.
In these big games like this, I mean, you know somebody's going to have to step up and do a little bit more, but you never want to put pressure on the players and on yourself that have to be that extra and go out of your way to do more than usual.
And with that, Pigram taking it inbounds, kicking it outside to Hall. House brings it around out of Collins, feet inside. Kicks back out, but nothing going as Collins will get it back to Pigram. Pops it from 3, in and out of the rim. No good, and rebounded off by the Mountain Cats. Bring this one around now, looking inside, kicking out to the top of the key. Mulba had it across to Kromka now. Mulba has it on the outside. And Mulba will put up a 3, and it'll go in. So the first points on the board for UPJ as Mulba knocks down the 3.
It looks like the strategy with Mulba was to leave him open to shoot. I mean, you see Brent Pigram sagging off a little bit, not even hand up to contest that shot. Look for him to maybe adjust his play style after making that 3.
Alexander kicks this one around to Collins, just at the top of the key. Collins drives around. Hall from downtown. Can't answer off the rim. This one pulled down by Mulba. So fed across and inside for Landis. Gets it back to Mulba, and the kick from downtown off the rim and out. Rebound pulled down by Alexander. It's a great shot there by Josh Wise.
Number 23, Josh Wise, is a player that gave California a little bit of trouble last year in the season series. Look for him to be a big part offensively tonight as well.
There's a turnover for Cal U as Pigram just couldn't corral the ball. And Mulba will inbound now to Wise. Mulba at the top of the key to set something up. Wise looking inside. Has to Landis. Back to Mulba. Mulba drives and kicking out on the door. Nice look inside to Wise, but nothing going there. Great defense by Alexander. At the other end now for Cal U, it's Collins. Collins looks to drive. He gets tied up with the defenders, and they're going to call a travel on Collins.
I think Collins is going to have to be a big scorer here today. I mean, he had a huge impact last year in the season series with his quickness and being able to get by the defenders on the first step, and he's really going to have to step it up.
Inbound to Mulba as he will bring it up for the Mountain Cats. Still 3-0 in favor of the Mountain Cats. The only points on the board so far. Inbound to Wise as he tries a little jump shot. No good. Rebounded off by Luke House. And the Vulcans will take it the other way. And quick running there as Hall feeds it back to Collins. And inside to Hall, and he'll finish it off for Cal U's first 2 points of the game.
And that's a great job by Zion Collins to be unselfish there and look down inside and find Jermaine Hall there. And a great job by him to put that layup in.
And a nice lead pass there for Pitt-Johnstown. He's able to feed it inside for a nice 2 there to extend the lead 5-2. Alexander moving around, pulls this jump shot. Can't answer. Rebound pulled down by Landis, and Mulba will bring it up. Feeds it out to Wise, but I believe a foul call. Maybe a travel. It is a travel call. So Cal U will get this ball back. Brent Pigram now to set this one up over to Hall. Possession moving around here as House is going to pop a 3-pointer off the rim. Rebound pulled down by the Mountain Cats.
House is very dangerous from beyond the arc. I mean, you see him put that shot up, and the whole bench puts the 3 in the air because they almost know that's going to get knocked down.
Inside from Mulba as he takes a drive, kicks out. Nice little jump shot there, and it's nothing but net there for Wise for 2. Extending the lead 7-2 now in favor of the Mountain Cats. Only 4 minutes into the first half. There's Pigram on a drive inside and a nice finish at the rim. Brent Pigram.
Pigram is so well at finishing. I mean, with the contact and with taller defenders. I mean, really good job at moving his body and keeping control for layups.
Inside look and loses control of it. Collins comes down with it for the Vulcans. And now it'll be up to House as he tries to make something happen. Kick outside for Hall. Downtown shot. Not near the rim, and it's going to miss that one. Mulba pulls it down, and he's going to bring it the other way. Mulba looks inside for Landis. Double coverage on him. Nice little spin move, and the hook shot goes for Landis. 9-4 now in favor of the Mountain Cats. Pegram at the drive inside into a wall of defenders. It'll be out of bounds. Cal U will retain possession. A little media timeout here, and with that, we'll take a look at a little bit of stats here, and you tell the tape.
Yeah, tell the tape. I mean, you can see that the averages for points and points allowed are pretty much the same. Pitt-Johnstown is really efficiently shooting the ball at 52% opposed to Cal U's 45%. When you look at the steals per game, common, I mean, they look pretty even, and the turnovers. So two pretty evenly matched up teams when it comes to the numbers on the tail of the tape. But I mean, definitely a difference in record.
Absolutely, that's for sure. It always depends on the teams you play. Sometimes you have a little bit harder opponents on one side than you do on the other. So it really all depends on a lot of different factors coming down the record.
Pretty interesting to Cal U coming out on defense. I mean, you can see that they really are wanting Mulba to shoot the ball. So whenever it looks like the pass gets entered into the post, you see Pegram sprinting right there to try to double team that and double team that height advantage that they got going on.
You gotta exploit the mismatches you have and get the coverage on it to hopefully slow that down for sure. Out of the media timeout now as both teams make their way back onto the court. It'll be Cal U ball on the inbound. Pegram to inbound it. Now he has Hall. Gets it out to Alexander, and now House will take it at the top. Inside to Hall again. Back to House from downtown, and he will make this one. 3 points for Luke House.
And there it is. I mean, dangerous behind the arc. You can't leave him too much room or he will knock one down on you.
9-7 now. Cal U has closed the deficit to 2. Moving this one, Brown now feeds it inside for Kromka. This one's blocked away by Pegram. An attempt to save it by Hall, but it's going to go out of bounds. So the inbound coming for the Mountain Cats. Magestro to inbound. Gets this one to Mulba. Kromka will take it back to Wise. Back to Kromka. Looking for a drive inside against Hall. Has to kick it out. Mulba's going to pop it from downtown, and he will get it to go. 3 points from Mulba. Extend the lead out a little bit more now. A 5-point gain. 12-7 in favor of the Mountain Cats. Feed for Cal U to House is back to Alexander. And now Hall has it up top. Back to House. He tries to set it up now for Pegram. Pegram looks to drive back to House to answer with a 3 of his own, but no good. Rebound pulled down by Wise of the Mountain Cats. Wise feeds to Mulba, tries to take the drive inside himself. Nice little dish inside on a great move, and Kromka's going to cash in for 2.
And such a late pass off there, and a great pass by Mulba. Surprised that Kromka was able to stay focused on that and been able to bring that in.
Pegram makes a nice little move there, tries to feed it inside for Alexander. Collins is going to pop a 3-pointer from downtown. Not going to go, and it's going to be an over-the-back call against Alexander. 14-7 your score with 13 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here in the first half. Pitt-Johnstown leads. Mobile will bring this up to Kromka, and now trying to set something up now is Magestro. Inside for Landis, and back to Wise. Just moving this ball around the top of the key right now is now a drive through Pitt-Johnstown. Magestro gets a highly covered layup to go, and it's 2 more for the Mountain Cats.
Yeah, that was a very impressive job to fight through the contact and the contest by Alexander and getting that layup to be able to fall.
Pegram tries to set this one up here. It's a nice little screen tried to be set there by Alexander. Pegram kicks out to a wide open House from downtown. In and out, no good.
They're getting good looks at the basket, not able to get them to fall though.
Lead pass wide open for the Mountain Cats as Landis cashes in for 2, and Cal U forced to call a timeout with 18-7 is the score in favor of Pitt-Johnstown. So Cal U, right now, they look good to start it, and now just kind of falling back. A little run here going for Pitt-Johnstown.
Yeah, looking at the leaders, on the UPJ side of things, you got John Paul Kromka coming in with 17 points per game. You got Fred Malba, the point guard, coming in at 7.5 assists, and John Paul Kromka coming in at 7.5 rebounds, as well, leading in steals with about a steal and a half.
And he's definitely your main man so far you've seen in this game. He's definitely got a lot of looks, but Malba's had a lot of cash-ins on this game so far. We'll see if they can keep that going or if they'll look to get Kromka more involved, as we've seen on the leaders there.
I think the big thing for Cal is they have to stay confident in their shot. I know you're not getting a bunch of them to fall right now, but they are good looks from good players that usually make these shots. So just stay consistent in taking the looks that you're getting.
This is the feed outside now to Smith, and Pegram will take this one outside. Gets a drive into double coverage. House is going to try and take it up. No good, but the follow-up by Hall is, and 2 points now for Hall and the Vulcans.
And that's a great job for Hall to stay focused on that missed layup temp and being able to get that back up and in.
Being this one not around now, Kromka has it inside from Magestro. And Landis is going to try to put this one up. Nice little move around the defender, and he will cash in for 2. So now Collins for the Vulcans will set it up now to House. Looking for Smith on the cut, but not there, and Hall will end up having it outside at the elbow. Here's Smith kicking it out for Collins. Collins out to Pegram, just out of his reach, and this one will go out of bounds. Mountain Cats will get the ball back. So far, there's nothing going there for the Vulcans on the offensive drive. And like you said, you're taking the open shots, there's nothing falling.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a matter of time before the shots should start falling. I mean, you're on your home court. You're seeing the baskets that you're practicing on every day. Just stay consistent, stay confident, and things will start to go your way.
Momo will take this one out to Magestro from downtown, just off the rim and out. Nice save there by Collins to keep it in, and the Vulcans will get the ball up the court now. Pegram looks to drive this one himself and double covers, makes a nice little move, and the jam by Smith at the other end for the Vulcans.
And that's what you love to see. I mean, dunks are always going to be a play that'll get your team energized and get the crowd into the game a little bit. A great job by the freshman. Take that one up strong and slam it down.
So now the other way for Pitt-Johnstown, a 9-point game here, 20-11 your score. Almost halfway through this first half. Great defense there by House as Malba tries to feed it inside. Back to Malba. Wide open, hesitating on the shot. Inside feed, and he gets it to go at the end one. Joe Batt, 2 points and a chance to make it 3. And with that, there'll be a little media timeout. So with that, we will also step aside. Your score 22-11 in favor of the Mountain Cats. We'll be back right after this on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Welcome back into Vulcan basketball here on CTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. It's the visiting Pitt-Johnstown Mountain Cats leading the Vulcans 22-11. As the Vulcans have had some struggles going into this first half so far. Not getting the shots to fall, but working on getting that going here.
Yeah, shooting just about the same amount of shots as UPJ, just not able to get them to fall. Cal, you only been able to knock down 5 of 14, and UPJ of 10 of 13.
It'll be Joe Batt at the line to make it a 3-point play. He cashed in on a layup before the break. And in and out on the extra free throw. So it just remained 2 points for him instead of 3. And Pegram will now bring it the other way for the Vulcans. Feed around out of House. And they're moving it around now. Tyler Berry has it up top. Across to Smith. Berry has it back to Pegram, and now he'll set something up for the Vulcans. Screen set, nice look out to House. Tries to pop the three-pointer at the shot clock buzzer. No good, it doesn't hit the rim, shot clock violation. And going the other way now, Mountain Cats will take it.
And that's one of the first times today we've really seen, the Vulcans get stopped on offense rather than just missing the shot. Great defense there from UPJ to, give a very tough look at the buzzer.
Mulba feeds this one around now to Bat, and he'll get it back at the top of the key. Inside look. Great defense there by Smith. He had an open layup. Turn around and block that shot. So Pegram will take it the other way. And I believe they'll call the foul.
But on the other side of the court, that's really what you want to see from Tim Smith. Bringing along the defense because he does have a lot of size and length to be able to affect a lot of shots.
Inbound play from Pegram to Hall. And now Berry will take it at the elbow. Pass across to Pegram is stolen away by Mulba, and it's a one-on-one opportunity. Mulba can't finish, but the follow-up by Bat will go in. 2 points for the Mountain Cats. Pegram now has it, 24-11 in favor of Pitt-Johnstown. Over the halfway mark now in this first half. Pegram pulls up a jumper off the back of the rim and out. Here's Mulba now, feeds it across to Bat. Outside shot, no good. Looking across, it's Bat. To Mulba. And just moving this one around. Nice read there by Berry to knock that one away. Pitt-Johnstown will get it back though as Mulba pops the three-pointer. No good as the battle for the rebound is pulled down by Hall. And Pegram will take it the other way. Berry across the Hall. Tries to kick this one out to Smith. A little out of reach, but he'll corral it. And now gives it back to Pegram to set up. Pegram pops a three-pointer from downtown and knocks it down. Pegram for three.
And that's where Pegram, really, really dangerous at beyond the arc. A really great three-point shooter. We've seen that a lot earlier in the season, and especially last year.
They close that gap to 10 now. As great defense by House gets the ball back for the Vulcans. Pegram on the drive, dump off the House. Blocked, and he'll keep it and cash in for two. Somehow managed to hold on to that one.
Yeah, great focus to be able to stay with that one and being able to get that go back up and in.
4 consecutive points now for the Vulcans on a little bit of a run as they close the gap to 8 points. Here's Bat, kicks it out to Mulba. Mulba makes the drive inside, feed, and tries to go up with it, but he's fouled. There's Kromka trying to put it in for two, so he'll be at the line shooting for this one. First shot is up and off the front of the rim. No good on the first. Alexander will check in for the Vulcans. Wise returns for the Mountain Cats. Kromka, good on the second. 1 for 2 from the free throw line for Kromka. Adam Klein checks in for the Mountain Cats. Here comes Pegram now for the Vulcans. Just trying to set something up right around half court. Screen set there by Smith. Doesn't get any room for Pegram though. Tries to drive inside. Over the out of bounds line trying to feed it, but no one there. And Pitt-Johnstown will get it back.
Pitt-Johnstown is doing a really good job of rotating and staying with their man and causing a lot of difficult passing lanes for the Vulcans to try to pass into.
Joe Bat on the drive. Can't get anything there as he did get a nice feed inside. Battle for the ball, and it goes out of bounds. And with that, it'll be a short little timeout. And with that, we will also step aside. You're watching Cal U basketball right here on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today. Have you?
Welcome back into Cal U basketball right here on CUTV Sports 1, the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Pitt-Johnstown leads the Vulcans 25-16.
We're going to take a look into the leading scorers on the Vulcan side of things. We got Pegram coming in with about 20 points per game. Hall coming in on the rebounds with about 7.8 assists. Pegram, steals Pegram. A lot of Pegram on this team.
Yeah, he's definitely the star of the team here for the Vulcans. He currently has the ball to bring this one up. Inside drive for Pegram, and he's going to be fouled. So that'll send him to the line for two.
One thing I was really impressed with him last season and a little bit earlier in this season is his ability to draw contact. And he's not one of the biggest guys on the court, so he does a really good job of jumping into defenders to get contact, either send him to the free throw line to give him a chance to make the N1.
Very physical inside now as he's at the line for two. No good on the first, is off the back of the rim. Pegram shooting his second of two, and he will cash in. 1 for 2 from the free throw line, if not attempt, for Pegram. Inbound play, and now Cal U in a full court press. Disrupted a little bit as Bat makes a nice little spin move around it, and a nice feed inside for 2 more points. Matt Holsinger cashes in for 2.
That's just a great job by Pitt-Johnstown to break that press. I mean, whenever you break that press, you're going to find people wide open just because of the situation that you put yourself in.
Philip Alexander right around there on a hook shot, can't get it to go, and Mountain Cats will have it back. Here's Bat. Trying to get this one inside. Feed to Wise. Fadeaway jumper is no good. Nice box out there by Smith as Luke House is going to come up with it. Pegram pulls up for three-pointer. No question about it. Wanted to shoot that one from the start, and Cal U will get it back. Pegram feeds it over to Alexander. Across to Smith. House step-back jumper. Can't get it to go, off the rim and out. Looking for a shot now to Mountain Cats, trying to move this one around. Bat feeds out to Holsinger. Shot from Wise, off the back of the rim and out. Battle for the rebound was off the hand of Pegram, but they're going to say it's out off of Pitt-Johnstown, so Cal U will get this one back. 6 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in the first half. Pitt-Johnstown leads it by 10, 27-17.
And one thing people may be forgetting about, this game, we have Baba Tunde out because of a broken thumb, I believe it is, and the inside presence that he has inside is just really something that Cal U's missing right now.
They are indeed missing the height inside to try and get something going in the paint. He's playing defense right now against what looks to be a dominant Pitt-Johnstown team. The three-point shot from outside from Bat is no good, off the right rim. Picked up by Smith on the rebound, and Pegram will bring it up. Pegram back to Smith, and House has it. House tries to get the drive. Collins able to grab it. Pegram fakes a shot, looks inside on a drive, and he's going to be fouled on the way in.
And there's that quick first step on display, and defenders have nothing else to do but try to foul and stop an easy layup attempt.
Pegram now at the line for 2. He was 1 for 2 on his first attempt. We'll see if he can cash in here. First one is no good, off the back of the rim.
And I think that's one point of Pegram games that he can improve on, is just from the free throw line, You can always be better there, and I think it's something that benefited his game a lot with the amount of times he gets to the free throw line.
So the same as last time, 1 for 2, and it makes his total 2 for 4. 50% so far from the free throw line. Closing the gap to 9 points now. As Pitt-Johnstown will have this one. Here's Batt from downtown, three-pointer. Knocks it down. Joe Batt for 3. (30-18) now. Just about 5 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Pegram. Kicks this one out to House. Decides to drive. Kicks it out for Collins. Nothing going. Still moving it around. House has it back to Smith, who'll pop this one from downtown, off the rim and out. Pulled down by Pitt-Johnstown. Nice shot from outside, and that one is good for Adam Klein.
And it seems like Pitt-Johnstown is really just not missing right now. And getting some tough contests on these shots and still just being able to get them to fall.
And they have a lot of versatility in this team. We see a lot of different players make shots from deep downtown,
Absolutely.
inside. They can pretty much do it with whoever they got.
Absolutely.
Pegram now moving this around. Outside shot, wide open for Alexander. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by the Mountain Cats, and Wise will bring this one up. Makes a room around the defender. Gets it over to Batt. Nice wraparound layup there for Joe Batt to cash in for 2 more.
Pegram stopped on that one, maybe expecting a little bit of help defense coming from the other side to contest that layup. Not able to get it there, though.
Here comes Pegram now on the drive inside, taking it himself, and he will be fouled once again, taking it to the rim, so he'll be at the line. And with that, a little media timeout here, I believe, as we go into it. Coach is chatting with the refs, so we will step aside here. More Cal U basketball when we return on the CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back into Cal U basketball right here on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. As we closed out for the break, there was a technical foul on Josh Wise of the Mountain Cats. It sent us in the break there.
I did not catch that. I don't even see what the technical foul was. But Cal U definitely has to capitalize on it. Down 18-35.
They have a substantial deficit to overcome here, trying to make it back with just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half of play. As you mentioned, the score 35-18. And they will be out on the court now for the technical, and I believe it'll be Luke House shooting the free throws.
And Luke House really just seems like that fundamental player on the team that really just does everything right. I mean, always hustling, always making the right plays and the smart plays. I mean, you can tell that he, coming in as a freshman, had a really good system in high school.
He knocks the first one down, Luke House. The second also good for House. And now Pegram will be shooting 2. He will miss on the first. So 2 for 5 from the line so far for Pegram. And cashes in on the second, 3 for 6, staying at 50% from the line. Here comes Pitt at Johnstown now. It's Mulba taking it up top. Over to Magestro. Just moving this one around. Nice feed inside, and he cashes in for 2 points.
That quick ball movement from Pitt-Johnstown is really hard to stay with, especially when you're trying to play and help and then get back to your man. It's going to leave some open layup opportunities inside.
Feed inside for Hall. Tries to make a move, but nothing going. Collins going to kick this out for Pegram from downtown. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hall and puts up on the hook shot. He cashes in for 2. Jermaine Hall.
I love Jermaine Hall's effort and his want to get that offensive rebound. And he's not one of the biggest players on the court, and he knows that, but he might be one of the more athletic players on the court.
So the feed around Magestro from downtown for Pitt at Johnstown. Out of bounds. So Cal U will get this one back. Kromka will check back in for the Mountain Cats. 37-23, just under 3 minutes to go here in the half. Jermaine Hall will have it up top and feeds it back around for Pegram at the top of the key. House moves this one back to Pegram, makes a move to drive inside. And back to Alexander, who tries to get it to Hall. Hall faked the shot, the drive, no good, and the Mountain Cats will get it back. Magestro has this one back to Mulba, inside for Kromka. Setting this one up, looked to shoot it there for a second, we passed it off. Magestro feed inside for Landis. Mulba, back to Landis. Shot is in. 2 points, again from inside the paint for the Mountain Cats.
Something I didn't think we'd see from California defensively after last season. I mean, California playing a zone defense right now, maybe realizing the mismatches they have down in size with the lot bigger opponents at UPJ. But like I said, something that we're not expected to see in this season.
As Hall tries to make the drive and loses control of it. Stolen away, and Mulba gets it inside for Landis, who's looking to maybe jam this one down, but knocked away. And Hall's going to get this one back to the Vulcans. Tight defense there. Alexander takes it to the rim and puts it down. 2 points for Alexander, throwing one down there. A minute and a half to go here in the first half. 39-25 in favor of Pitt at Johnstown. Joe Batt looking to shoot that one, but pulls it down instead. Back to him now as Magestro has at the top of the key. Inside look for Landis. Back out. Mulba kicks it back. 3-point shot. In and out. Almost there. At the top of the key shot for Magestro. Inside step back shot for Pegram. No good on that one either. The Mountain Cats will get it back with a minute to go. Shot clock is still in effect, so Mountain Cats will have to shoot. They can't hold for the last shot. Mulba outside for Bat from downtown, off the front of the rim, but gets it back. And Mulba has this one to set up. Gets it back from Magestro. And just moving this one around, now trying to kill some clock time. Inside look for Landis. Back inside for Kromka, who throws it down for Pitt at Johnstown.
I don't know about you, but I definitely didn't expect the dunk there from Kromka. A little bit of sneaky athleticism.
He was wide open lane to the rim and put it down with confidence. No shot clock now with 10 seconds on the clock. Cal U gonna hold for the final shot. Pegram makes a move, slips up. Hall steps back for 3. Off the back of the rim and out, and that will close out the first half. 41-25 right now. Noah, give us some insight. What can Cal U look to do to come out in the second half? Because they've struggled so far against Pitt at Johnstown.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit to Pitt-Johnstown defensively with a lot of length and a lot of quickness. I mean, being able to cut off a lot of the quick ball handlers that Cal U has. I think Cal just has to keep on being patient, trying to work the ball around a little bit quicker to try to get open passing lanes and open cutters for Vulcans. And
definitely on defense, got to pick up your men as well. Looking for some of those backdoor cuts that maybe they can close out on in this coming second half. But again, your score 41-25 in favor of Pitt at Johnstown. We will be back for the second half of basketball after this right here on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
believing in dreams inspires the Globetrotter in all of us. If you want to be the best, you have to push the limits. See the one and only original Harlem Globetrotters all-new Pushing the Limits World Tour. With new high-flying stunts, a new record-breaking attempt, and laugh-out-loud entertainment for the whole family.
The Harlem Globetrotters playing at Cal U Convocation Center next Thursday, January 9th. Tickets are selling fast. Visit harlemglobetrotters.com.
Have you seen the new Cal U Vulcan logo around? Have you wondered where to get gear featuring it? Then go to calvulcans.com and click shop. Log on and browse a full selection of men's shirts, women's shirts, pullovers, hoodies, and more. All items feature customization with the new Cal U Vulcan logo and wordmark. The site also features a full selection of hats, tailgating items, and accessories. Don't be the last person to sport new Cal U Vulcan gear. Go to calvulcans.com today.
Pride and passion drives the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference. From 55 NCAA championship teams, 294 individual national champs, and counting. Who's next? Make the PSAC yours. PSAC Proud is winning in athletics and in the classroom. Over 3,100 PSAC student athletes are honored as scholar athletes. It's a perfect mix of athletics and academics. It's time to make the PSAC yours.
Welcome back into the second half of Cal U basketball here. It's the men's game. It's second of the day, coming off a women's win earlier. I'm Trevor Gattelis alongside Noah Mitchell, your commentators, to close out this one in your second half as Pitt-Johnstown currently is at 41-25. We take a look at our halftime stats.
Yeah, I mean, you obviously see the score here, Cal U falling behind a little bit, not able to get a lot of their shots to fall, only 9 of 31. Pitt-Johnstown shooting 18 of 32. I mean, obviously the factor in the game is being able to put points up and really struggling a little bit defensively is Cal. I mean, Pitt-Johnstown's really having their way, like you had talked about a little bit in the first half. They have shooters out there no matter, who they are. I mean, they could bring one off the bench to play, and he can come in and leave off right where the guy that he subbed in for was at. Getting to the free throw line has been a big thing for Cal so far in the game. 8 attempts, only making 5, though. You'd like to see, that be a little bit better. And then the rebounds seem pretty even there, and the steals and turnovers just about the same as well.
Yeah, as we talked about, too, there's some open looks coming from Pitt-Johnstown that maybe Cal U's just not really closing out on, and that's something maybe they can work on defensively to hopefully make some stops on that side of the ball. You also mentioned guys coming off the bench that you said that can shoot around, and currently our leading scorer for Pitt-Johnstown, Joe Batt, came off the bench to start this one. So he is already making stating his name coming off the bench. So we get back into this second half here. Mulba inbounds it for Pitt-Johnstown, and he has it inside of Kromka. Wise pops up a quick jump shot, and rebound pulled down by the Vulcans as they collapse to the ball.
Cal U finished out that first half playing a little bit of a zone, coming out here to begin the second half playing man defense.
Definitely making some changes here as Collins trying to motion for his men to get moving inside. Alexander bring this one around, and Collins fakes a shot. Inside look for Alexander, blocked away by Kromka. And this one will go off of Alexander, so Pitt-Johnstown will gain possession.
Looked like that one might have hit off Kromka, coming off of the rebound there, but nevertheless, Kromka showing why he was PSAC Defensive Athlete of the Year, coming up with that big block.
And now it's Mulba who will bring this one up for the Mountain Cats. Inside for Magestro, and Wise has it out on the end. Mulba makes a quick move against Pegram. Feeds it out for Wise. He gets it back. Up against House one-on-one. Step back jumper is no good. Pulled down by Landis on the offensive rebound. And Wise is going to get this one back. Outside kick from Mulba from downtown. Short. And Cal U will get this one back. Alexander with the one-on-one drive inside. Makes a move and blocked away by, looked to be Kromka coming across there. Inside look for Mulba, and he's fouled as he goes to the line for the Mountain Cats, so he'll be shooting 2.
Kromka just all over the place to begin this second half defensively, contesting shots, throwing shots away. California, you got to move the ball a little bit more to try to get better looks.
Yeah, Kromka was pretty active in the first, but even more active to start off this second. As Mulba is at the line for 2, his first shot is up and good. 42-25 now. Just over a minute into this second half of play. Mulba seeing if he can go 2 for 2, and he will. Another 2 points for the Mountain Cats. Inbound play now to Pegram for the Vulcans to bring it up court. Here's Pegram across to Smith. Smith is looking to get it back to Pegram. He's highly covered. And back now to Hall, driving inside on the hook shot, blocked away by Landis. And Mulba will take this one up the court for the Mountain Cats. Inside drive, floater shot, no good. The follow-up also no good for Landis, and the Vulcans will get it back. Quick up and down basketball right now as it's taken in by Collins, and he's fouled on his way to the rim.
Great job by Collins going into the body of the defender there to draw the foul and send himself to the free throw line for some should be easy looks.
And that was back and forth run and gun basketball. That was very quick moving it up and down the court. So Collins at the line for 2. This one off the back rim and out, no good. Second shot coming. It is up and good, so 1 for 2 from the line that time. The inbound coming for the Mountain Cats, the full court press for the Vulcans. Mulba on the drive himself, feeds it inside. And Luke House will take the charge. So great look there for Cal U.
And that's a great effort play there by Luke House. Talked about it in the first half, how he's just that fundamental guy that just does what has to be done there and on display again, taking the charge.
And just to think, if that's not called, if there's no foul on the play, it's an easy, wide-open dunk there for Kromka. So great take there by House.
Definitely making the big plays when they need to be made.
And now ready to inbound, but cleaning up the floor first. Great work there by the crew down there on the court. And Pegram will bring this up for the Vulcans. 2 minutes into the first half, 43-26 in favor of Pitt-Johnstown. Hall will bring this one out to House. Look inside for Collins. He couldn't get the back door to go, but he'll take it outside. Collins to Hall, pulls up, and a little too hard on the shot, rebounded down by the Mountain Cats. Here's Mulba now. So bring this one around. Back outside for Magestro. House gets knocked down off the ball. Majestro's going to hit a wide open three-pointer. No coverage there on defense as House got tied up.
And with the way Pitt-Johnstown's been playing so far today, you can't afford to give people wide open looks no matter where they're at from the court.
Collins feeds this one outside for House. Looks to drive this one inside himself. Pump fakes, gets a shot off. And there's going to be a foul called on Magestro. So 2 shots coming now for House. First shot up and good for House. The second is also good. So 2 for 2 from the line. And with that, he's at 9 points on the night. Mulba trying to break the full court press here for the Mountain Cats. Feeds this up to Magestro. Over to Mulba. So he goes one-on-one with Pegram and dishes it over to Wise. Inside look, trying to get a Kromka, and great defense played by Jermaine Hall to knock that one away. Cal U gets it back. House pulls up from downtown. No good. Rebound pulled down. It's a 3-on-1 opportunity here for the Mountain Cats. Wise feed inside for Landis. Nice move through the defenders. And he will get the foul.
Got to do a better job there. If you're going to foul him harder than that and not give him the opportunity to put the and one up and in.
One shot coming for Landis. He cashes in on the three-point play. So here's Pegram now to bring this up for the Vulcans. 47-28. 19-point game. House feeds it back to Pegram. Looked to shoot that, but instead pulls it down. Wide outside for Collins. Tries to get it there and stolen away. Mulba feeds it across for Magestro. Blocked away by Collins, and it's going the other way. Vulcans 2-on-1 with defenders coming. Tries to take it to the rim, and they will take a charge. So offensive foul called against Hall.
2-on-1 break there with him and Pegram running. That's, the worst case scenario, what you weren't looking for happen there. Maybe get some ball movement going back and forth to try to get that defender to move and then get an easier layup opportunity rather than trying to go over the top of somebody.
Feed this one inside, brought up now by Mulba. Just trying to set something up here for the Mountain Cats. Wise will have it up top and tries to feed it in now for Kromka. 4 minutes into the first half. Mulba look inside, just gets this one across for Landis. Nice spin move, hook shot. Out of the rim, off the backboard and in. So a little shooter's roll there as he cashes in for 2. Pegram now looking with this one for the Vulcans. Tries to drive it inside himself, kicks it out for Hall. Pump fakes, takes it up, and he will indeed draw the foul. So he'll be at the line for 2. And with that, a little short timeout here coming. And with that, we'll take a look at our PSAC West standings.
And of course, you got IUP sitting up there at top, one of the prominent teams in the in not only the conference but in the nation, sitting up there at 9-1. But Pitt-Johnstown tied with them at 10-2, 4-1 in the conference. Are both of them? Cal U comes in at third, sitting at 3-2 in the conference, tied with Mercyhurst and Gannon. And then Edinboro, Slippery Rock, Clarion, and Seton Hill ending out the conference.
And we'll take a look to the other side of the PSAC, the East standings.
Westchester and Shippensburg look to be controlling it right now, with Westchester undefeated right now, playing some really, really good basketball. Lockhaven and Mansfield sitting at the bottom of the conference there, 1 and 2 wins in the conference. You know, I always seen something that was interesting to me on the basketball side is some teams that have basketball and some teams that don't have football, like Mansfield, for one, teams that we won't play in football. Or if you look at on the West, Pitt-Johnstown, who doesn't have a football team. So the only time you really get to see these teams is on the basketball court, some of them.
Yeah, a lot of differentials there between the sports and what each school has for themselves there. It's 15:36 to go in the remainder of the game. Pitt-Johnstown leads 51-28 over the Vulcans. As it'll be Jermaine Hall at the line for 2, right before a short break there. He drew the foul on the layup drive. So he'll be at the line. His first shot is up and good. Cashes in on the first. Second shot up and coming now for Hall. And he'll cash in on that as well, so 2 for 2. As he will be subbed out now. Replaced by Derek Smith. First time seeing him tonight. Magestro brings us up to the Mountain Cats. Highly contested, feeds it back to Mulba, who's one-on-one with Pegram. Across to Kromka. Little defensive chant coming from the bench of Cal U now. Inside feed to Kromka. Defense all over him, but gets it to fall anyway. Nice move there by Kromka.
Kromka really is something to deal with down low and inside. I mean, brings a lot of moves offensively to try to get you off your feet and give himself a better look at the basket.
Feed outside, now Collins has it for the Vulcans. Tries to move it inside himself and kicks it back out to Smith. Smith across the house and then back to Collins. Collins looked across, inside look, layup no good for Derek Smith, but no foul called.
And not able to get the goaltending call that I thought we would see there. We've seen that hoop shake a lot off of contact from Pitt-Johnstown defender going up.
And Derek Wise cashes in at the other end for the Mountain Cats for 2. There's Pegram now for the Vulcans. And Collins gets it out to Smith and back to Derek Smith. Pegram looks to drive inside, no foul called as well.
It's actually Philip Alston on the court, not Derek Smith.
I'm sorry, wrong number. My apologies. Inside drive from a gesture, kicks this one out to Mulba. Nice little move around it and finishes off with the layup. 2 points for Mulba. Collins will take it up top now to House for the Vulcans. Back to Pegram. Just looks around and feeds it inside Collins. Gets it back to Pegram, pops it up from downtown, and he will knock it down. Brent Pegram from downtown for 3.
And hopefully a spark to this Vulcans offense, try to get something going to cut down on this lead.
And here comes Wise to bring it up for the Mountain Cats. Inside look from Magestro, step back jumper off the front of the rim. Battle for it on rebound, and it'll be taken by Landis, but stolen away by Collins, and he'll press it up court now. Try to take this one himself. Floater shot off the backboard and in for the Vulcans.
A great job by Collins to show off the speed there to go coast to coast and then get that to fall.
Substitution now as Jermaine Hall checks back in place of Alston. Inside for Kromka now off the inbound. This was stolen away inside for Smith, and he will take it to the rim for 2.
Great job by Tim Smith there. I mean, talked about it a little earlier, the length and height on him to be able to get that steal and then get the ball back on a great pass to finish over the defender.
A foul on Brent Pegram now off the inbound. It's his 3rd foul. Still 12 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in the game. Pitt-Johnstown has a 20-point lead, 57-37. He just went around now. This is Maxfield. Has it across for Wise. Outside shot for Landis. No good. And it'll be a foul called on Zion Collins. It's his 2nd of the night. Outside feed now for Kromka off the inbound. Looking, has it Kromka, stolen away by Pegram. And he'll take it the other way. Pegram gets it back out for House, pops the 3-point jumper and knocks it down.
And you love to see that. Brent Pegram hit a 3 earlier in the half, and then to see House come in and drain one of his own, a very deadly shooter from 3.
And a little bit of spark to that CalU offense that we haven't seen for a while. So we're looking to get it going there for the Vulcans. And with that, we'll take a look at the CalU's upcoming schedule.
Upcoming schedule, we got Slippery Rock on the 6th and Shepherd on the 8th. It'll be nice to see how Shepherd comes in the first time playing in California in the conference here. We'd like to see how they perform. Rounding out with IUP and Gannon towards the end of this winter break. Both IUP and Gannon, 2, tough teams. Everyone in this team is pretty tough to play. Like to see how they finish out this winter break.
Indeed, you'd like to stay up to date with any of those games. Of course, Monday's game versus Slippery Rock will be on radio at Vulcan Sports Radio Network, 91.9 FM, so you can catch the game live there. And then Shepherd and Edinburgh to round out the week. Both of those will be here at home for CalU, so that'll be probably TV, radio, and we'll get all those live for you guys so you can get a chance to tune in and watch those.
I remember last year when we went to IUP to play them the first time. We came out very, very aggressive in the first half of that game and played IUP very tough with a short bench. Like to see how Coach Sankum can come out and play the tough IUP team with the bench and class that he has brought in on his own.
So now a 17-point game. It's Pitt-Johnstown on the inbound. It's a 6 consecutive points now for the Vulcans. Deep pass for Kromka. It's like a little football pass you throw there, no?
That was a beautiful inbound pass. I don't know. Kromka got wide open down there, and a great job by Jermaine Hall to contest that dunk and at least make him earn his points from the free throw line.
And as you mentioned, he is at the free throw line shooting 2. And he will cash in on the first. Into the game now, Philip Alexander checking in for Hall on the Vulcan side. And he cashes in on his second as well. So the lead up to 19 now, 59-40. 12 minutes to go in the game. Luke House kicks this to Alexander. And over to Collins, who steps in and back out. Looks to drive it himself, kicks out for House, just out of his reach, but able to corral it. Kicks it out up top for Pegram. Trying to set a screen is Smith. Pegram's going to get through it, driving one-on-one to the basket. No good on the layup. Rebound down by the Mountain Cats. Here's Wise looking to shoot. Pulls it down instead.
Actually, really surprised that Wise passed up on that attempt with all the confidence that he has. He's been letting everything fly tonight.
Feed outside. Maxfield no good on the shot. This one pulled down. Pegram brings it up for the Vulcans. Kick out. House from downtown. Can't get it to go in and out of the rim, but Alexander able to pull down the offensive rebound. 3-point shot from Collins off the front of the rim. No good. Pulled down by Kromka. Nova will bring this one up now. Just trying to slow things down a bit here to set up. Just under 11 to go in the game. Drive inside, circling around now as Mulbun kicks it out. Just trying to kill some clock time, it looks like. Inside feed for Kromka, one-on-one with Pegram, and misses on the little easy jam there, is in and out. Pegram the drive inside, almost on the line, off the hand of Wise and out of bounds.
And on that last defensive possession, a really good job by Pegram to not foul and set Kromka to the line. And then after that, pushing the ball up court and trying to make something happen on the offensive side.
And with that, we'll step aside here, 59-40 in favor of Pitt-Johnstown. We'll be back with more Cal U basketball right after this on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Welcome back into Cal U basketball right here on CTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. The visiting Pitt-Johnstown Mountain Cats lead this one by 19 points, 59-40, with 10.5 to go in this game.
California's really going to have to get something going here. Down 19 with only 10.5 minutes left to go in the second half. And really going to have to start getting things flowing offensively and knocking down their shots.
It's the inbound coming for Cal U. Pegram will take it. Tries to get this one in. Everyone moving around, but no one open. Does get it to Collins. He'll try to get a shot from outside. Their nice little spin move to get out of it. Pegram pump fakes back to House. He pump fakes as well. Pegram puts it up from downtown, off the front of the rim and out. Almost corralled by House, but they're going to get it back. And an opportunity, and Moba will cash in on an alley-oop layup. Thought he might throw it down there for a second, but cashes in on the easy layup to be safe.
And Moba's only 5'9".
And he got up there. That's a big vertical there for a man that's only 5'9". So Collins gets this one off. Drive inside against Kromka, and he cashes in for two of his own.
That's a nice, tough take there, going into the body to get a little bit of separation with the off arm and putting that layup up and in off the glass.
So Landis will bring this one up now as Maxwell will have it. I'm sorry, Maxfield. Here is Bat. He's back into the game now. It's the first time we've seen him this second half. He's a big factor in the first. Led the first half with 9 points. This one picked up by Landis as Maxfield lost it. Now poked away by Smith, and Cal U will get it back. So Alexander kicks it over to Pegram. A drive inside for Collins, and he cashes in again on an aggressive physical layup.
And that right side for Zion Collins is very dangerous, and he gets to that side of the hoop and gets to be able to use that hand, and he becomes a very dangerous offensive player.
Bat gets it back to Mulba, who has it over to Kromka, and now back to Bat. Inside feed off the foot of Collins and out of bounds. Substitutions coming in for both sides of the ball. Jared Jakubik checking in for Pitt-Johnstown, and Jermaine Hall back in for the Vulcans. Across for Mulba. Kromka looks inside from Mulba. He had him open, but stolen away for Pegram. He's going to take it to the rim, and he will cash in for two.
That's a great job by Pegram, showing off the speed there to get the steal and to take it to the other side of the court, out racing everybody.
Feed on the inbound to Mulba, poked away by Pegram, and Pitt-Johnstown will retain possession. 61-46 your score, 8:31 to go. Mulba will take the inbound pass, and a foul called against Jermaine Hall.
Looked like he might have just kind of slipped on that one. That's a tough call to make there.
Third foul on Hall. So now for KU, a couple players in that 3 to 4 foul range now.
Yeah, he's going to have to be careful with 8.5 minutes left to go with UPJ already in the bonus.
Yeah, a lot of time left on the clock to be in the bonus. So now every time you're fouling, you're sending that man to the line to put more points on the board, already down big.
And what makes it worse is they're going to get points with the clock stopped.
Zion Collins checks back in for Hall. Mulba cashes in on his first shot. There's a one-on-one. He makes the first. So he gets a chance to shoot a second. Mulba cashes in on his second, so 2 points more for the Mountain Cats. Here's Pegram. Trying to get a spark for the KU offense here. Alexander back out to Smith, who pops it from downtown, off the rim and out. Bat will pull down the rebound. Kick this one over from Mulba, almost stolen away there by Pegram. Mulba dribbling right through the defense there, making moves. Bat tries to dribble through it as well, but gets stolen away. And Pegram's going to try to bring this one up. Inside feed for Collins, and he's fouled. So he'll be at the line for 2.
In these last couple of possessions for UPJ on offense, California has done a really, really good job at forcing turnovers and then pushing it very fast to get up onto the other side of the court to get chances at points.
And Collins at the line shooting free throws. First of 2 is up and good. Luke House checks out. Jermaine Hall will check back in. Collins and cashes in on his second. So 2 for 2 there at the line on that one. Inbound to Mulba, loses track of it, and it's out of bounds. Just couldn't corral it there off the inbound. KU's going to get that right back with Luke House checking in for Hall. Here's Pegram looking inbound now for the Vulcans. Gets it into House. House is going to move this one right around, trying to get it inside. Kicks out, trying to get it to Pegram, but intercepted there by Kromka and out of bounds. And with that, we will step aside for a quick break. 63-48 in favor of Pitt-Johnstown. More KU basketball when we return on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Consider the future. Your future. At California University of Pennsylvania, you can build your life your way because we believe in you. We invest in you, empower you to create the future you envision. We give you the tools and teaching so you can rise up and achieve. Don't settle for someone else's vision of you. Build you at CalU. Visit us at calu.edu.
Welcome back into KU basketball right here on CTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network. Score 63-48 in favor of the Pitt-Johnstown Mountain Cats. Just under 8 minutes to go.
And this little surge of offense is definitely what California needed, turning turnovers into quick points offensively and cutting that deficit down a little bit.
Yeah, they've struggled so far, especially in the first half, but coming over to the second half as well against this Pitt-Johnstown defense. Not able to get a whole lot going, and defensively missing some routes that they've had on offense as well. Collins on the drive now for the Vulcans. And gets this one up and good.
It's showing that he's just as dangerous with that left hand.
He's up to 11 total points now. And this one will go back to KU.
Great job by California working that press to perfection, not being able to let Pitt-Johnstown inbound the ball, creating a 5-second violation.
Inbound now to Collins for KU, and a little spark for this KU team now. Let's see if they can keep building on it. Collins feeds outside for Alexander and back to Pegram. Pegram on the drive against Kromka, takes it in himself and blocked. Swatted away by Kromka out of bounds. Caillou get it back. Pegram the inbound for Collins. And this one out of bounds off of Pitt-Johnstown. Caillou will keep it, another inbound coming for the Vulcans. Feed outside for Alexander and back to House. House gets to Pegram, who's going to take it from downtown. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Kromka.
That would have been a big one.
Here comes Mulba. Substitutions getting off the bench already for Pitt-Johnstown as Bat will take it up top. Covered by Collins, tries to take it inside. Blocked away, and now poked away, trying to get rid of it. And on the line, not sure what the ref saw there, but they're saying it is going to be Pitt-Johnstown basketball. So Magestro just checked back in for Pitt-Johnstown. Will take the inbound. This is a 13-point basketball game. Pitt-Johnstown leads at 63-50. Just under 7 minutes to go. And Caillou's still in this game. They just got to execute things correctly and get things going. They can easily get right back in this. Inside feed now for Wise. Tries to put it up on the hook shot layup, but he gets it to go. Extending the lead now to 15. Here's Pegram. Pegram looks to drive this one, kicks outside. Collins from downtown. No good. Rebound pulled down by Wise.
Really would have liked to see Pegram work it into Tim Smith Jr. as he got the matchup with 5'9" Mulba on him.
They got to exploit the mismatches, indeed. He kicks this one out now, Magestro. Now Mulba. Kromka back to Wise, who pulls up for the jump shot. Off the backboard. Rebound pulled down by Pegram. Pegram trying to drive this one himself, and he's going to get the tie up in the foul. The offensive foul call. It's going the other way. Alexander checks out, and Hall checks back in for the Vulcans. It was an offensive foul call. So the inbound now with a full court press put on by the Vulcan defense. Wise able to get this one. Double covered and fouled by Smith. So this should be a 1-and-1 coming for Pitt-Johnstown. It'll be Josh Wise shooting after the foul against Tim Smith. First shot coming. And does not cash in, so it'll be Caillou will get the rebound on a 1-on-1. Here's Zion Collins now. He'll try to take the drive himself, kicks out for Pegram and just out of his reach. They'll turn it over, ball back to Pitt-Johnstown.
And that might be a little bit of the result of this break that they're coming off of, a little bit of miscommunication on a lot of the passing, especially between Collins and Pegram.
So Mulba went. We get it back to Mulba now. We'll bring it up. Wise gives it right back to him. Just trying to set up here and kill some clock. 5.5 to go here in the game. 65-50. 15-point game in favor of Pitt-Johnstown. Feed inside for Kromka, can't get it to go, and Collins going to lead it up for House 1-on-1. Makes a move, spin move, and blocked away by Kromka out of bounds.
A great pass, though, to get that up to House, and just unfortunately, Kromka's on patrol.
Inbound for Pegram, gets it into Hall. Outside to Collins, Pegram from outside. Can't get it to go. There's been a lid on the basket so far from him for downtown. Mulba gets this one into Wise, who's setting it up top for the Mountain Cats. 1-on-1 against Collins. Drives and the foul called on Zion Collins.
I really can't believe that carry didn't get called earlier there. The ball kind of stuck to his hip, but there was no whistle.
So that'll put him at the line for 2. And a chance to extend that lead that they already have 15 points up on the Vulcans. Just under 5 minutes now to go in the game. Wise's first shot, up and good. 66-50 now. Second shot also up and good. So back to a 17-point lead now for the Mountain Cats. Here's Tim Smith, feeds outside for House. Looking to shoot that one for a second and take the hook shot. Rebound pulled down by Wise.
A little bit of an awkward shot there. I wonder if House was trying to get the foul call on the contact. Not usually a shot that we would see from him.
Here is the drive up now for Mulba. Mulba kicks it in for Wise, trying to drive it. And it'll be a blocking foul, I believe. It'll be a foul on Tim Smith of the Vulcans, so that'll put Wise at the line. 2 shots again coming, and a chance to extend that lead even more. 4.5 to go.
In the double bonus now, so for this last 4.5 minutes, whatever foul on them is going to send them to the line for 2 free throws instead of the 1 and 1.
Wise cashes in on his first. Alexander checks back in for the Vulcans in place of Tim Smith. Wise's second shot up and good. So now a 19-point lead for Pitt-Johnstown. And Pegram will bring this one up. Drive inside, kicks it out. He's got House. Pegram's still out of bounds at the moment. Has it back to Zion Collins. Tries to drive inside, and he will draw the foul. Foul on Caden Landis. So it'll be an inbound play, I believe, coming for the Vulcans. Pegram to inbound. Gets this one to Alexander. House will take it up top. Pegram now. Across the hall. Pull up jumper from downtown, in and out. Here's Mulba. 2-on-1 there. Feeds it inside. Gets it to go. Kromka for 2. Magestro, I'm sorry. They're right together there. So Magestro is able to cash in for the 2. Alexander tries to weave around with this one. Gets it back out to Collins, who's going to pop the shot from downtown, and he will cash in for 3.
A great look there by Philip Alexander to find Zion Collins, cross a little bit past a couple of defenders, get that 3 to knock down.
And a foul called. Foul's on Alexander as Mulba tries to weave through it. And we'll step aside for a short little break here. 71-53. More basketball when we return here on CUTV Sports 1 and the Vulcan Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back into Cal U basketball right here on the Vulcan Sports Radio Network and CUTV Sports 1. 3 minutes and 35 seconds exactly to go here in the game. UPJ leads at 71-53 over Cal U.
Crazier things have happened. Down 19 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. You got to keep battling if you're Cal U. Try to get back into this game.
You never give up on it no matter how big the score is. You always want to go out swinging. Sometimes in games where you're down big, the coaches look for the players who still keep the confidence and keep pushing forward. And
exactly.
Keep showing what they have to put forward in the game.
Especially from your leaders.
Mulba will be at the line of shooting. He cashes in on his first. So that extends the lead. A chance to get it back to a 20-point game for Pitt-Johnstown now on Mulba's second shot, and he will. Alexander gets this one into Pegram. And Pegram will bring this up over to House. Trying to move this around. Back to Hall on the drive. Kicks out Collins. Step back jumper from downtown, and he will put it in.
And that's exactly what I mean. You want to see your leaders stay aggressive and stay continuing to be a presence on offense.
Feed inside now. Wise has it for Pitt-Johnstown. Gets this one over to Magestro. Magestro has it back off a feed from Mulba. And now killing some clock and trying to set something up now for Pitt-Johnstown. Under 3 minutes to go. Outside, looking around. Step back jumper is good for Wise. Another 2 points for Pitt-Johnstown. So a 19-point game. Pegram outside feed to House. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Collins. And he's been pretty effective his last couple drives here for the CalU offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Being able to, a good job of using his speed, and defenders are starting to respect his speed and giving him some space to be able to shoot the three.
House's feed out to Pegram, and his shot is no good. Mountain Cats get it back. Feed inside for Kromka. He throws it down. 21 points. 20-point lead now for Mountain Cats. Layup inside for CalU is no good. 2 minutes to go. And a timeout called. So CalU. Again, we take a look at their schedule coming up.
A lot of big games. You got to be able to bounce back from this one right away to go ahead into Slippery Rock, and you got to come out of there with a win. Show the team that you still got it.
Yeah, you don't want to mourn over a loss. You want to pick back up and look forward to what you got to do next time out. Always of course you want to remember the games you lost, but you don't want to harp on them forever because that can also affect you in the next game you play.
Right. I mean, you want to learn from your losses so that you won't be able to make them. You won't make those mistakes next time.
Teams make their way back out on the court. 2 minutes to go. Pitt-Johnstown leads 77-56 over the CalU Vulcans. Maxfield inbounds it over into Bat for Pitt-Johnstown. We have some new faces on the court now for Pitt-Johnstown. Inside feed. That's for Holsinger. An outside shot. Off. No good. There's CalU to bring this one up now, looking to move this ball around. Smith, shot outside, short. And the attempt to save it by Tyler Berry, but right into the hands of Pitt-Johnstown. The inside feed to Holsinger, tries to take it one-on-one to the rim, no good. Tim Smith pulls it down. This one brought up by Jabbar Ray. Ray on the drive, taking it to the rim and draws the foul.
And Jabbar, one of the only senior on this team. Nice to see him get some late minutes here. I mean, a big supporter of this guy.
So 2 shots coming for Ray. First shot is off, no good. Second shot coming here for Ray. And he does cash in on his second. So 1 for 2 from the line for Jabbar Ray. 1:08 to go here, 20-point game. Pitt-Johnstown leads. This one brought up now by Maxfield. Gets to Holsinger and back to him. 1 minute to go. Feed inside. Holsinger backing him down, and he's going to get a travel called on him. Good defense there by Smith. And CalU will inbound with 52 seconds to go. Jabbar Ray will bring this one up. Kicks it over. Barry. Jabbar Ray pulls it from downtown. Can't get it to go. And a foul called. Foul is on Maxfield. And that'll send Barry to the line for a 1-and-1. Shot is up, no good. Pulled down by Holsinger on the rebound. She's trying to kill some clock here. Shot clock's still in effect, so they do have to take a shot. This one corralled by Allegretto, as he still remains to have it. She's trying to kill this here. Allegretto tries to make a move on Smith. Feed inside. Shot is up. Can't get it to go. Pulled down by Barry for Cal U, and 8 seconds on the clock. Jabbar Ray steps back. Deep shot, no good. Alston tries to grab it. It's going to be out of bounds and in favor of Pitt-Johnstown. So 3 seconds here to go. Pitt-Johnstown basically inbound this one and end this game out.
Yeah, tough game. I mean, you knew coming into it that Pitt-Johnstown was a very good team, and they put it on display defensively and offensively. But the good thing about basketball, you're not able to hang your head. You mean you got a game a couple days later rather than sports like football where you play once a week and you got so much time to think on it. So a couple more days, you get to rebound, you get to react to this loss, and then change your moves.
Yeah, and of course, like you said, they do play on Monday, but that closes out the game here today. A 20-point victory for Pitt-Johnstown as they win this one 77-57 over the Cal U Vulcans. On behalf of all of our crew here at CUTV and myself, Trevor Catellis, Noah Mitchell beside me, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You can catch the game live on Monday on the Vulcan Sports Radio Network on 91.9 FM. But until then, have a great evening, everyone, from Cal U.